She got an infection and she died at the age of 3 months, and it really was the most awful thing that could happen to any woman. And I really didn't know what to do with myself, but I was very lucky that I had another child about a year later. But my child was the world's worst eater, and I felt very vulnerable with this child who wouldn't eat, having lost a child. And I started to make up recipes for Nicholas, my second child. And I was running a large playgroup at the time, with about 150 mothers coming to the playgroup every week, and I was giving them my recipes. And they all said to me, wow, these recipes are so good, and every week they would ask for more recipes. And then eventually they said, you know what, you should write a book about feeding children. So I decided, as a legacy to Natasha, and to remember her, I would write a book all about children's food. And I thought it would be quite easy to research children's food. But the more experts I asked, the more confused I became, because they all gave me different opinions. So in the end I worked with Great Ormond Street, which is one of the top leading London hospitals, and I worked with researchers and scientists, and I wrote a book called The Complete Baby and Toddler Meal Planner. Now, no one wanted to publish this book to begin with, and I sent it to many different publishers, and eventually it was published in 1991, and it sold over 4 million copies, and it's one of the most successful books ever. Actually, it's the most successful book ever written on children's food. And I've now written 43 books on children's food. So I spent a long time writing books, and after about 17 books, Marks and Spencer's in London asked if I would develop a range of food for them. So I worked with Marks and Spencer's, and I developed their healthy children's food range, and it was really successful. And I learned a lot by working with Marks and Spencer's. And then I worked with another group called Boots, which is a huge drug company. They have 2,000 stores in London.